guys, I'm Sophie. Today I'm going to be talking about compound interest and inflation. Both of these are important to know as they affect how much your money is worth and how much money you earn. I'm also going to be talking about ways to overcome inflation. What is compound interest? First, let's talk about interest. Interest is what you earn from putting your money somewhere like a bank savings account. If you keep the interest you earn in the bank, the sum of money there snowballs. This is called compound interest. The snowball effect makes your money grow larger and larger as time goes by. Inflation is the annual rise of prices for goods and services. It makes things more expensive to buy and your money worth less. The average rate of inflation in the US per year over the last 20 years is just under 3%. So for our example later on, we will just use 3% as the inflation rate to make calculation easier. Now let's talk about simple interest. I just want to touch on this a bit because most of us have learned this during elementary school. Simple interest is an easy way of getting a rough estimate of how much interest you earn. It is also very straightforward to calculate, but is less precise than compound interest. You calculate simple interest by taking the original principal of money, $100, and multiplying it by the interest rate, which is 3%, and the duration, 5 years. So the total simple interest that you get is $15. Compound interest, however, is more complicated. It is a more accurate way of calculating the interest that you earn. Your base to calculate how much interest you earn changes every year. For example, in year 2, you are taking 3% from $103 instead of just adding $3 like for simple interest. You can see that over the years, you earn more interest than you do for simple interest because this method is more accurate. Here is an example of inflation. Imagine you have a pile of money. Inflation will basically eat your money in the form of rising prices, so the things that you buy in the future will be more expensive. After some time, the value of your money will decrease and be worth less than it was before. How can we beat inflation? One common way is to put our money in the bank in a savings account, but the interest rate of that is very low, about 1 to 3% a year depending on which country you live in. Another common way is buying valuables to keep, things like baseball cards, jewelry, watches, or even gold and property for some people. Some teenagers, like us, will instead turn to buying stocks because it is usually cheaper to buy than owning expensive valuables. A stock is a slice of an ownership of a company. The stock market return right now in the US is about 5% to 7% a year. So let's assume a 6% average rate of return for our example purposes. Stocks is the main investment that I'm going to talk about. There is also something called TIPS, which stands for Treasury Inflation Protected Security. This is a type of bond issued by the US government to protect investors from inflation. TIPS basically adjusts its prices to maintain its real value. But I won't be talking about TIPS for this video. Instead, I will focus on investing in stocks as a way to beat inflation. So let's compare if you put money in a bank savings account and earn 3% interest and investing in stocks. If you invest in stocks of companies and make 6% back, then you would actually make money instead of just keeping your balance the same. Investing in the stock market has generally been proven to beat inflation, so it is one of the ways that you can make money. But you also have to note that investing in the stock market is riskier than putting money in a savings account. So you can technically lose all your money if your selected stock tanks. Therefore, before you choose which way to invest, make sure you understand the risks of what you are going to get yourself into. What are the differences between compounding and investing in stocks? By compounding your money, you will earn less money than you would in investing, but the flow of money that you would receive would be stable and have few risks. But for investing, you can make more money than just compounding your money, but that comes at the price of unstable flow of money and increased risk. If we compare how much compound interest you get from a savings account and investing in the stock market, you can see that investing will help to grow your money faster. The amount that you earn after 5 years is more than what you would earn if you put your money in a savings account in a bank. The rate of return from investing in stocks has generally been higher than putting your money in the bank. The time taken to double your investment is also shorter. You calculate the years it takes to double your money by using the rule of 70. 70 will be the numerator of a fraction, and the interest rate that you earn will be the denominator. The answer will be the amount of time your money will take to double. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my next video about what is a company stock. Please follow me on my YouTube channel and Insta at The Sleepy Gray Cat. Bye!